Let's get it started. Oh, wait, wrong show. Hey, welcome to the happy hour, everybody. It's Friday. Hope everyone's having a good Friday. Let's kick off the weekend winner. Let's get them winners of flow in here at the happy hour.
Solid.
So, like we always do, we'll get right to it. Meet the cappers, and then we'll get right to the picks that we're going to go over today. And hey, you know it's Friday, so if there's anything you want, put it in the chat. What we'll do is we'll call it it's free for all Friday, so it'll be Team A versus Team B plus the point spread. And hey, today, tomorrow, ask us a game. We'll get you covered there in those ones. Hang on over to the cameras. How you doing, Ron? How you doing, Ramon? How you guys doing today?
Doing good, man. Nice winning night again last night, 4-2-1, and started the day nice with soccer. So hit the Italy penalty shot there with Fiorentina. So I'm happy. Good start.
That's nice. How about you, Ramon? You had a good start to the day in the soccer?
I didn't touch the Friday fixtures today, but went 2-0 on the show yesterday in the NBA, so I plan on doing it here right now.
Nice. Sounds good. Definitely can't complain myself either. Winning day yesterday. Continue with the 10-star college basketball slam dunk play of the day has been solid for me there. It hit 7 straight, looking to make it 8 straight tonight in the tricky college basketball slate. I think definitely not a massive slate, but there's some. It's the prelude to the big, massive 140-something game card tomorrow in the college basketball action. But we got some NBA. Let's kick it off there. Since I'm not seeing a whole lot of Team A versus Team B, so let's kick it off here. We'll go with the. We got we'll do all the 7 and
I'll be Team B. Go ahead.
Team A versus Team B.
Shirts and skins. Let's go. Yeah.
Shirts and skins. All right, we got Denver heading into Detroit. Pistons now a 1-point favorite in that matchup. We got the Cavs taking on Boston. Celtics a 1-point favorite down in that matchup now. We got Portland taking on the Nets. Portland 2.5-point favorite in that matchup. And we got the OKC Thunder taking on the Atlanta Hawks. OKC laying 11 in that matchup. Let's see who's on the injury report for these ones. Looking at Denver, looks like Jamal Murray, game time decision, but he's most likely going to play it there. Gordon, game time decision. On the Detroit side of things, Fontecchio was a game time decision this morning, but he's most likely to play. Schroeder, same thing, was a game time decision, but he's most likely to play as well. We know Ivy's out and Tulu Smith out for the Pistons. On the OKC side of things, we're looking at Mitchell out, Dieng out, Caruso out, Holmgren, game time decision there for OKC. On the Atlanta Hawks side of the slate, we're looking at Trae Young, game time decision. He's most likely to play it there. Krejci and Nance out for Atlanta. Looking at the Cleveland side of things, looks like a clean injury report on the Cleveland Cavs side of the slate. Holidays, Porzingis, Cornette, Brown.
Did we lose Rod?
Okay.
I think we lost Rod.
Am I still here?
There he comes.
Gary, you're back. Yep.
We know what you said.
Yeah.
We know what we said. We heard what I said. I just cut out camera wise. All right.
Yeah, I might have not went out yet, but we're.
You froze for a second there.
On the Brooklyn side of things,
good job. Yeah,
Russell and Whitehead out in that matchup. Heading on over to Ron. What do you think of those four, Ron?
Ron Hahn's going to hate me on this one, but you know what? Denver plays very well on back-to-backs. I'm taking the Denver Nuggets in this one. Just think they're the better team. I know Detroit's been on a roll, but that line's been all over the place today. I'm taking the Denver Nuggets on that one. And I got both cams for Brooklyn. I'm taking the Nets. Give me the Nets on that one.
Heading on over to Ramon. What do you think of those ones, Ramon?
Yeah, I'm going to go top of the board here on this one and go with the Nuggets and the Pistons. I'm going to look to go under here in this one with the Nuggets and the Pistons. Maybe a little bit of rest, if you will, off of the game yesterday for the Nuggets against the Bucks as they come in here on the road and take on these hot Pistons. This is a really big number. Maybe the stats aren't there to prove it, but I think, yeah, look, I love what Detroit's doing. This has been incredible, no doubt about it. They've done it with a little bit better defense for sure, improved defense. They've had to outscore some guys too, but this winning streak is hard to ignore. I'm going under here in this one. Just lately, we've seen some unders from these two teams for sure. Detroit back-to-back unders in those wins over the Clippers and Boston, and Denver's run 3 straight unders here. So I'm going to go under this big number at 239. Wow.
Yep, 239 for that total. Denver Nuggets, Detroit Pistons. But you know what? I kind of lean with you. You look at the Nuggets' last 4 road games; they've all gone under the total for the Nuggets on the road. So I definitely lean to the under there with you. Big total there in that one. Denver on the back-to-back, slow things up. Cruise to an under there in that matchup. I'm going to take the over between Cleveland and Boston. Even with some guys questionable on the Boston side of things, you know, Boston loves to hawk up the 3. So no matter who's in there, we're going to see some 3-pointers being hot. Cleveland, that offense has definitely been rolling. So over 233.5 was where I'd like to be there in that matchup. The 2 I like in that spot. Brooklyn's now getting a couple points. It's like, kind of lean to the Brooklyn side of things in that one. But it's definitely not one that I'm rushing to the window to bet. All right, let's get into the we'll split these into 3. We'll do the New York Knicks taking on the Memphis Grizzlies. Grizzlies laying 3.5 there in that matchup. Bulls taking on the Raptors. Bulls laying 2.5, total 232. We got the Pacers heading into Miami. Pacers down a little bit, down to 3.5 there in that matchup, total 224. Let's check the injury report on these 3 games. First off, we got the Raptors. Barnes still game time decision. Battle Ingram and Temple out for the Raptors. Basically the same thing as what we seen this morning there. On the Chicago side of things, Williams, Vukovic, game time decision. Most likely being out for Vukovic there in that one. Desomu, game time decision. Smith, he's been upgraded to probable there for the Bulls. On the Pacers side of things, it just looks like McConnell, game time decision. The third out. On the Heat side of things, Wiggins and Adebayo, game time decision there. And Nikola Jokic out for the Heat in that matchup. And on the next side of things, same as what we were looking at this morning, Hart and Towns, still game time decision there in that one, as well as Mitchell Robinson, game time decision. On the Memphis side of things, we're seeing Gigi Jackson, game time decision. Desmond Bane, game time decision for the Memphis Grizzlies there. In those 3, heading on over to Ron. What do you think of those 3, Ron?
Yeah, you know, you got to just keep riding that Memphis Grizzlies team at home, 16-9 against the spreads, home favorites, one of the best in the league. So I'm taking Memphis minus 3.5, 4 right there. And I don't like the Heat at home. I'm going to have to go with the Pacers, and Pacers really put it together the other night. So give me the Pacers laying the points on the road.
Hang on over to Ramon. What do you think of those ones, Ramon?
Yeah, I'm going to go down to Toronto and Chicago here, and I've got to go under here in this one. 10 of the last 11 meetings between these two familiar foes have gone under when playing in Chicago, and the way things are going certainly right now for these two, I think it's going to go under pretty big. Another one here where I like under a pretty big number. This one's actually been heading the other way, heading south a little bit, so the move is on here to the under. So give me under 232.5 in the game here between Toronto and Chicago. Look, I think that Toronto's got a real good chance. I don't know. The Bulls end up a favorite here, and they haven't won. They're not winning games at home at all, much less covering any spreads. But I'm going to end up on the under here. Chicago is 3-11 to the under as a favorite this season. So give me the under with the Raptors and the Bulls.
Got to lean with you to the under there in that one. Looks like we're reading each other's notes here. You look at the Bulls' last 9 home games here, head-to-head versus the Raptors. Have all gone under the total in the last 9 meetings between these two. I also lean to the Raptors to get the job done there in that one as well. I believe the Raptors have won. Let me see here. This is pulling my notes. Raptors, I know, are on it. The Raptors have covered the spread in 7 of the last 8 road games against a team with a losing record. So the Raptors get up for these games with losing record teams. So cover the spread, I think they can win it outright versus the Bulls there in that one in a lower scoring one. Total touch too high, as Ramon mentioned. Agree there. Looking at the Heat here in this spot, I don't want to be laying anything there. I like the Pacers here. I know you're getting points with the Heat though as a dog, but the Pacers, they've won each of their last 7 games against Eastern Conference opponent, as I alluded to this morning. Just love beating up on teams. So the 2 I like in the spot, still sticking to it. Give me the Pacers. Give me the Raptors. Little 2-teamer there to kick off that slate. Love both those teams there. All right, let's head on to the last 3 on the NBA card. We've got the New Orleans Pelicans heading into Phoenix, take on the Suns. Suns laying 9 there in that one. We got the Timberwolves taking on the Jazz. Timberwolves up to 4.5 in that matchup. Clippers still laying 4.5 in that matchup. Total 220. Let's check the injury report. In those 3, when you look at these later games here, we're looking at the Utah Jazz. Sexton and Collins still game time decision, as well as Clarkson game time decision for Utah. Markkanen still out. On the Minnesota side of things, Anthony Edwards out. The other Edwards out. Gobert out. Randall out. DiVincenzo game time decision for the Timberwolves. Looking at the Clippers and the Lakers, only Norman Powell on the injury report for the Clippers, and he's a game time decision there. On the Lakers side of things, definitely a game time decision for a couple of players. We got James game time decision, Luka game time decision, Hayes game time decision, Hachimura and Clubber out for the Lakers there tonight. On the Phoenix side of things, looks like Allen out, Beal out, Martin out, Morris out for the Suns. On the Pelican side of things, looks like Bruce Brown and Olynyk will play most likely there. I think they just got taken off the injury report. Yep, they did. Boston, McCollum, and Williamson out for the Pelicans. What do you think in those 3 to finish off the NBA slate there, Ron?
Yeah, there's too many damn injuries. You got to tune into the next show for figure out what the heck's going on. You might not even see it till game time. It's just ridiculous how the NBA works these days. But I'm going to go to a revenge spot. The Clippers got manhandled in their Intuit Dome by the Lakers. What was it, 144, 126 or something like it. It was ridiculous. I'm going to lay it with the Clippers. I think they're probably going to have a healthy lineup tonight. Take the Clippers in that one. And I would take Minnesota because they own Utah in the Delta Center. They own them. I think they won like 10 in a row against the spread. So, but so many people are out, you just don't know. So hang on to that thought until about, 9 p.m. on the East and figure out maybe if you can get some news on somebody for Minnesota. I mean, I do like Markkanen's out for Utah. So I would take Minnesota at a small number money line if you can get them at a small price. But yeah, this late card is ridiculous.
Hey, over to Ramon. What do you think? Yeah, this late card's got so many questions in every game. Well, yeah, the only one that's come clear now is the Pelicans and Phoenix. We know who's kind of in and out in that one, but the other 2, yeah, definitely big question marks still.
Now, Pelicans were my game of the night last night. Won that one outright. I would run it back with them. Honestly, I just don't trust the Suns. I'd fade them as far as can't throw them. That's it. So yeah, I would go Pelicans. I don't care who's in or out.
What do you think there, Ramon?
I'll do it as my official play then on the show. I do like the Pelicans here, given the information that we have right now and what we know. I'm going to go with the Pelicans again. Look, we know that we've seen it before. Phoenix has been in this little situation, the same situation kind of that the Pelicans were in, playing those not back-to-back games, but they just played the Spurs. They beat them in both games. Now, I'm not going to say that's going to happen here. I get it. The Suns can come back and win this game. They lost last night's game or whatever. But the Pelicans can get this number 124-116 last night. I get it, but the 9 points, maybe the Suns will win, but cover a big number like this. I get it with some of these injuries, but I don't think they're significant enough on either side. And the spread is all the way up to 9 now. And you see that total moving down 5, 6, 7 points so far. Shows you what kind of game we're going to get tonight. So give me the Pelicans in this one plus the 9 points.
Yeah, I think if it broke, don't fix it. I agree against the Pelicans there in that matchup. You look at the Suns; they love to play down to their opponents as well, all season long when playing bad teams. 1-10 ATS this season versus teams winning 25 to 40% of their games. Also, get whooped by teams that are getting out rebounded. So Pelicans who've been getting out rebounded all season long. The Suns 1-14 against those opponents. So when you figure they dominate on the glass, they don't. 1-14 ATS, so that's just way too many points there. I agree to take the Pelicans. And the other two, it's just there's so many question marks there in those two games that how can I lean one way or the other? I'm guessing that line's looking like it is going to be a Clippers bounce back and smash spot because they looking the healthier club. But don't look as I'm talking about it. It just clicked down to 4. So you can get a 4 with the Clippers now in that matchup. Let's see if all of a sudden somebody's announced that they're going to be in. No, I haven't seen
I'll take that as a premium. I'll give it to you right now. Take Clippers -4. I'll mount it.
Yeah, just move down again, and that makes no sense. We'll talk about line manipulation going on here with
Lucas playing.
So. The only one I would lean to, I would take the under. It's at 220.5. It's been 220.5 most of the day. I don't think that thing's budged an inch, and some of these guys are going to play. Give me the under 220.5 there in that matchup. All right, that wraps up the NBA slate. Let's head on over to the college basketball slate of things. We'll do everything before. I don't think there's a whole whack of 7 tonight, is there? Big pile of 7?
Not really.
So I'm going to divide it in half. Well, yeah, we'll do everything before 8 p.m. Eastern. And then we'll wrap it up that. So we'll go everything before 8 p.m. Eastern. We'll kick it on over to Ron. What do you like there in the early slate of college basketball games?
Well, I had Brown. Hope they're doing well. That was an early start. I'm going to take VCU -14.5. They're just a better team than Davidson. I can't trust Davidson on the road. I'm going to also look at Columbia. I think Columbia – Princeton's got a big one on deck tomorrow, so give me Columbia +7.5 in that one. And this is probably an ugly one, but I think it's too many points. Give me St. Peter's plus that 10.5. I think it's too many points. And my spreadsheet play of the day, I already released it a couple of places. Take Marist. I think they win this game outright.
Heading on over to Ramon. What do you think there, Ramon?
Yeah, Ron mentioned the Ivy League. Should be noted that only the top 4 teams make the conference tournament in the Ivy League. I'm going to play the Ivy League here as one of my games tonight here, and I'm going to look to maybe spring an upset. I'm going to look to take Pennsylvania on the road against Cornell. Cornell certainly in that 4-team bubble right now, but they're favored by a pretty big number here against Penn. Cornell probably can win this game for sure, but I'm not sure about getting this number here right now at 8.5. Pennsylvania's covered 4 of their last 5 games on the road. Cornell does kind of own Penn here, but with this significant number here, laying these points, 8.5 now, I got to take Penn here in this one. Cornell probably will still be in there if they lose this one right now, but it's tightening up. There's basically 4 teams battling for 2 spots separated by 1 game. So it is an important game, no doubt, for Cornell here, but I'm going to take Penn in the Ivy League to maybe spring an upset, at least cover these points tonight. Give me Penn Quakers.
Yeah, for me in these ones, I like the over in that game. I think not a whole lot of defense is going to be played in that one, Ramon. Cornell and Penn, up and down the court they go. I like the over 161.5 there in that one. It's one of those games, definitely. Leave it all out there on the court. In that matchup, and we get over the 161.5 there in that matchup. And another one I'm looking at here, I agree. Give me Columbia plus the 5 is where I see that number at. I just don't trust Princeton here to be covering anything. Look what they've done all season long: 6-18 against the spread, 2-7 on the road against that number, and 0-5 in their last 5 is Princeton. So yeah, I don't trust them there in that one. Nearly slot, definitely not my favorite on the night. I also lean to Iona here, going into Niagara to get the job done there. You look at Niagara; they have played their better hoops at home, 6-5, but I think Iona is the better club here. That's why you're only having to lay the 1 there. And Niagara's a dog. I'm not trusting Niagara there in that one. Give me Iona. It's Friday night, right? So Friday night, you gotta take Iona. Rick Pitino left the book for Iona on Friday nights. All right, that wraps up that early slate. And just so you know, it's I'll pass you on 16-16 Brown and Harvard with 7:54 left first quarter. Yale and Dartmouth 21-20 with 7 minutes left first quarter. Dartmouth up by 1.
I mentioned those Ivy Leagues. So both Brown and Harvard in that game, both of those teams are 5 and 6, and they're in 5th and 6th place. The winner of that game still alive. The loser, not so much.
Not so much. Yeah, that's
a chance. I mean, this is a big game for those two teams for their remaining chances to make those 4 teams.
To make one of those 4 teams from one of those 4 spots, yeah, definitely massive game.
And Yale's already in; they really got nothing to play for. So I don't even know why.
Spoiler,
but yeah.
They can spoil Dartmouth's little party. I've always seen that where teams, when you fade the team that's already in, sometimes it doesn't work.
St. Mary's looked pretty like ass last night, though.
Oh, they did, didn't they? Yeah. It's almost like they took their foot off the gas a little.
Right. We kind of called that one, though, too. So, yeah.
Yeah. All right, let's get into the latest slate of college basketball action tonight. A couple good games in there, I think. Go from everything 8 p.m. Eastern all the way to finishing off the slate with Nevada taking on ULV. Old Steve Alford going at it in that one. Getting over to Ron. What do you think there, Ron?
Well, we know Purdue at home, man, 84 to 87 points. UCLA only scores about 69 on the road. I'm not going to lay it with Purdue, but I'm taking that over 138.5. It's come down even, so I still like it to go over. I think Purdue may lay another 90 out there tonight on that one. And South Alabama, ULL is garbage. So lay it with the Jags here in Mobile, Alabama. Do that. And then I'm going to look at the late night action here. Nevada and UNLV. Man, you would think Nevada, that would probably be easy spot, but I think UNLV is a home dog getting that 2.5. I think we're going to take that. And I also love Kent State. I think Kent State beats Akron outright.
What you got? Did you take Kent State to beat Akron?
Yeah, you did.
Yeah. I'll take the points. I'm not as ballsy there. Give me the points with Kent State there in that one. What do you think in the late night slate, Ramon?
Yeah, I'll play a game here in the wacky Sun Belt and go to Georgia State and Georgia Southern. These guys probably will get up for this one despite their mediocre records. Maybe it'll be the game to wrap up the year in a way with these two. I'll take the over in this one with Georgia State going up against Georgia Southern. 5 of the last 7 meetings between these two teams here at Georgia Southern have gone over. Georgia Southern is 8-2 to the over this season as a favorite. Georgia State also trends over a little bit. Maybe as a dog, they tend to try to slow it down a little bit and muck it up and keep it close. But when I see it 158, I don't think that's going to be possible here. I think I know where this one's headed. So I'm going to take the over. That's going to be tough to get there, but I think that's where it's headed tonight. Go over with Georgia State and Georgia Southern 158.
It's down to 157.
All right. Let's do it. Lock it in.
I think I'm going to go the other way. I like the under. Georgia Southern's last 6 games have produced a total of 153 points or fewer. So you're still getting some value on that 157. I think, as you alluded to, I think it is going to be tough to get to that number tonight. I like the under 157. Not a lock of the night. See, that's why we don't name things the lock of the night, because it just doesn't go. It doesn't work. To see when I
we had New Hampshire last night.
1-1 in the lock of the night. So and we totally they scored exactly the same points. I can't believe that LIU and those two, they scored 107 exactly like they did in the first meeting. It's almost like, hey, we're hit 107, time to stop.
Talk about the air out of the ball.
Yeah, right. The other one I'm looking at here is you look at this Iowa and Northwestern, right? I think I'm going to take the over in that one. I think we see plenty of offense. We know Iowa's defense is totally ass. Given over 53% field goal shooting on the road, so I think Northwestern can definitely put some points up. I don't count out that Iowa offense as well. They can definitely score some points themselves. Northwestern isn't world-beating teams defensively. Give me the over 151 there. That wraps up the NBA, the college basketball slate of things. Let's head on over to the ice. Only a few games on the ice there tonight. We got Toronto taking on the Rangers. We got the Kings taking on Dallas. We got Minnesota taking on Colorado. What do you think there in the 3 NHL games tonight, Ron?
I'm going to take the Leafs. I just don't trust the Rangers. The Leafs are favored for a reason here, and I think that tells you all you need to know. I got a premium slap shot play on the next game, but I'm going to give you the total on that one. I'm going to go over in Dallas and the Kings. It looks like Drew Doughty may be out for the Kings. That's some problem on the defensive end for them. We know about the problems on the defensive end for the Stars already. But if you look at they're actually scoring a lot, 4.8 goals per game for Dallas in their last 5-0 to the over, and the Kings are actually 3-2 in their last 5 to the over. So I think it goes. Rod, you may be looking at a draw too, I'm sure, but 3-3, maybe it goes to overtime, 4-3 final.
Yeah, that's a tough game on the slate there tonight for things going on, and I haven't heard of that Doughty being out yet, but I'll have a look. What do you think there in those 3, Ramon?
Yeah, I ended up on the under in the late game with the Wild and the Avalanche here in this one. I think Minnesota knows what they need. They seem like the type of team. Look, that was a bad effort last night. I was fooled on it. I mean, look, I understand the big move on Utah, and they dominated like they should, given that type of line move. I just couldn't pass, I guess. So tonight, I got to look for them to at least try to keep this one in check with Colorado. Such a big favorite here. Minnesota is the best road team in the NHL, I think, profit-wise, game by game. But I ended up on the under here in this one. Minnesota definitely trends under 21 and 26 to the under here for the most part. And 4 out of the last 5 have gone under at home for Colorado, where they've usually been playing over, and they're also 20 and 27 to the under as a favorite. So I'm going under here. I'd recommend look, there's some 5.5s. You get a little better money. I still want to go under, and I have to lay at least $1. The sharp books are $1.15. We'll call it $1.20 because not everyone has the sharp books. But give me the under if Minnesota and Colorado tonight. 6. I'll take 6.
6? It's 6. I kind of like that under as well. Lower scoring 1 with Gustafson going in Blackwood. So should be a solid defensive game there. And that Doughty news. Doughty is going to be back here for these game here tonight versus the Stars.
That said doubtful last I seen it. So thanks. That's good.
Just checked up. Just announced a couple hours ago. It was announced. It says he will return. Right. He missed the last game for the Kings. But it says he will return here for this Dallas Stars game here in this one. So we know what that announcement that he's going to be in there for that one. I think you got to go with the Kings, the big plus price. I know they've dominated them twice already this season. It's tough to beat a team 3 times. But I think I'd have to lean to the Kings there in that one. Be careful with the Minnesota Wild tonight. So that's elusive that I've been telling you all week. It's 3 games, 4-night situation for the Minnesota Wild and the back-to-back spot to boot. And so the 3 and 4, who was else was on the back-to-back? Well, it was the Jets.
With that Erickson Ek,
the Jets were in a 3 and 4 spot, and they were on the back-to-back, and they let Nashville beat them. So that's probably why the Colorado line skyrocketed to a minus 340. Holy man. It almost makes you want to just take Minnesota just because of that, but no.
Who's going to guard McKinnon?
Yeah, exactly.
Erickson Ek's out. There's no way.
Eric out. Yeah, Kaprizov's out. Yeah, it's as we seen last night. The Wild.
Oh, it was horrible last night. I was on him. I took a shot.
Yeah. Well, basically, it was the drubbing of the ex-Oilers because we've seen Holloway and Broberg with 3 goals combined between those two, and the Oilers lacking goal scoring. Oh my goodness, it's a struggle. This Oilers stuff. 5 straight. Make it 6. You can put me down for the L for the Oilers on Saturday because there's no chance you're going to Carolina getting a win. No chance. That team is so disarray. The biggest thing that I seen was the disarray on that team was when they announced where everybody went on vacation, where you had half the club went to Hawaii, to Maui with Paul Coffey, and then the other half went to Cabo, and then a couple guys stayed home. So when you want team morale and team boosting and team getting together on the same page, why the hell wouldn't you go on the same vacation somewhere? You guys all wanted to go somewhere sunny. Why don't you all pick one destination to go like the old school players used to do and go there? Like take over the resort like they always used to do, and then enjoy your vacation and come back together as a group, man.
It was a weird night. Columbus won on the road. Well, Gaudreau's mom was apparently with the team moms
on the mom
in Detroit.
Yeah, I heard that.
I had no idea. I would have never played Detroit.
Yeah. I would have known that. That's the type of news that I wish I had known that. I didn't. That was one of those slipped through my fingers. I didn't see it. Otherwise, I would have been all over.
Yeah,
Columbus on the road in that one.
Hey, we got the big one at the Horseshoe though this weekend. So get ready for that one. Rematch, right? Detroit and Columbus. Let's do it.
Yep, definitely. All right, that wraps up the slate of action we got going tonight. So as always, we bring it to the parlay part of the show, game prop, game in the future. We leave it up to the capper to decide whatever they like to give out to you for you guys, and then they'll tell you what they got going with our best bets. Our best bets are over at Tony'sPicks.com. You can hit the link in the description, gets you right over there, and you can find the best bets we got going tonight. Let's kick it off with Ron. What do you got going for us tonight, Ron?
Yeah, let's get a 3-team parlay for you. I'll go NBA and hockey. How about that? So we're going to go for the hockey. We're going to take Toronto on the money line. NBA, I'm going to go the Memphis Grizzlies on the money line and the Denver Nuggets on the money line for that one. What I got for sale tonight, very light night. Got 2 in the NBA. I'm all add that third one now with the Clippers. You guys can have that for free. But we got 2 on the ice, and as always, we have soccer coming up this weekend, so get ready for that. I'm on a 9-1-1 run in the European leagues over there, so I'll give you one at the end of the show as well. So stick around for that, and make sure you pair us up. Great. Everybody's on the leaderboard. You see it every morning. You see it every night. We see it in Tony's videos. Oh, and I got a couple SEC videos up for you for tomorrow's college basketball. So, take advantage of that 2-for-1. Pair us up, and let's have a winning weekend.
Sounds good. What do you got going for us, Ramon?
Yeah, I got. I'm going to roll a 2-teamer tonight from Women's Unrivaled. It's Friday night, so let me take a chance here. I missed my last one, so I'm going to get a 2-teamer here. I'm going to play the 2 favorites. They're both favored by 1.5 points. I'm going to take Mist over Phantom in that one. That's a battle of the last place teams in the 6-team league. They're in 5th and 6th, respectively. And also, I want to take the Laces in their matchup against Vinyl. Those teams are in 3rd and 4th, respectively. The Laces are in 5 and 5, and Vinyl is 4 and 6. To make it easy, if you don't know what I just said, take the favorites tonight in Women's Unrivaled. Better say it just in case they're only 1.5, but the lines really haven't moved too much. Laces and Mist in Women's Unrivaled tonight. And you can get my best plays tonight over at Tony'sPicks.com. I've got packages in NBA, NHL, and college basketball. My NHL package, Rod, is my discount best bet, the $19 special tonight. My best game is on the ice tonight. And I've got a package in NBA and college basketball as well. My winning streak came to an end in college basketball last night, but we're going to bounce back tonight. So let's roll here on Friday night for a great sports weekend.
Time to start a new streak, right? Hey, one streak ends, time to start a new one. Bounce back and get yourself a new win.
I knew I came here to get motivated after that.
Right? Gotta get motivated here on a Friday night. So we're here in this one. I'm going to go with 3 dogs. I like the New York Knicks plus the 4. Give me the Raptors plus the 2. And give me the Pelicans plus the 9. Little 3-teamer in the NBA for everybody. And for me over at Tony's Picks tonight, I've got my college basketball slam dunk play of the day. We're going for our 8th straight there in that one. So definitely scoop that up. It's available singly. I also got my NBA drop a dime play, 1 play in the NBA tonight. And then I've got a college basketball 3-pack if you'd like just college basketball. And then I got an NHL play as well. Or that's all combined together for 5 plays that I've got going tonight. And that's in my Steak Friday pack. You'll get all 5 plays there. Or better yet, grab a 3-day pass. Join for the weekend. You'll get Friday, you'll get Saturday, you'll get Sunday, and then get Mondays in early enough that you'll have a 4-day pass for the price of a 3-day pass. Definitely join me this weekend. And let's have a big winning weekend together. Also take advantage of that 2-for-1 capper promotional as well. Can't go wrong with that. Having 2 cappers putting money in your pockets. As Ron alluded to, you can see us all in the leaderboards doing well. Stacking units into the green. So jump aboard. Let's have a big winning weekend together. Appreciate everybody that tunes in to the happy hour and to all the shows here at Tony's Picks. Appreciate all you guys that tune in. Shouting out some of the guys in the chat. You got Mr. Wesker's always in there. We've got Thomas in there tonight. We got Justin in there tonight. Usual cast of characters.
Richard Lockhart, he's always in there. Yep. Jermaine. Good to see you guys, man. Jerry Davis.
Yeah, definitely appreciate everybody that tunes into the shows throughout the week. Different times. Thanks everybody for your contribution. We appreciate y'all. And what do I think about the over 6 of the Leafs and Rangers? We'll head on over to Ron. What do you think there, Ron?
Over. I think it's an over. I do. Yep, I do.
How about you, Ramon? Do you think over Leafs, Rangers?
Yeah, Rod, I've got a premium pick tonight in the NHL. Well,
all right, we won't.
On your card.
What do you got?
$26.com, and maybe these guys are right, maybe they're wrong, but you can find out for $19 over at Tony'sPicks.com.
There you go.
What's 5.5? Oh, it bumped up to 6. Is that what happened?
Yep. It's over.
Let me see something here. I'll do a quick little check for you. I wasn't really looking at the total. I kind of.
I'll give you that Bundesliga for tomorrow while you guys are waiting around.
You know what I will do is I do have the Rangers in this game, and to me it feels like the Rangers are actually kind of it feels like that's the quote unquote sharp side tonight. I know they're favored right in the game here, hanging on 115, 120 or so on the road here. So
Toronto's favored.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. I may have said it wrong. Maybe I have the Leafs tonight on the road minus 115, 120. I believe that feels to me like the sharp side. So I have to make it clear. I have the Leafs tonight on the road. Sorry about that, Ron. Thank you.
You're good.
There's two trending. Well, it's kind of like both ways, but at 6, it's up to 6. It is up to 6. I'm taking the under at 5.5. I would lean to an over at 5.5 because I think we get 6. You know what? I think this thing probably is a push. This probably is a 4-2 final. And you know what? I'm with Ramon, so that's going to push me to the Rangers in the puck line. I think we get a 6. Right. I think this is exactly one of those games that it finishes 4-2 and we get a push. If you had the 5.5 early, you get the over. But I think if you jumped on it now, you probably get a push in this one. So. Because I really do. I think this goes under. I think with Stolarz and goal and Shesterkin going tonight, it's a lower scoring a 1 for me. Rangers on Friday nights, 5-0. So one of the Rangers on Friday night, 5-0. That's the only trend I can see there for the Rangers side of things being an under. If you look, let's see what we look head to head between these two teams. These teams have scored a few more head to head. Dating back the last 10, 6-4 to the under in New York. The last one played in New York was an over. I like the Rangers. I'm with the remote. All right. That'll wrap up the.
Well, he's a frozen wizard right now, Mr. Weskers. Yeah, Merrimack under, Justin. Man, we got to overtime and lost that one last time, but maybe we'll get it back tonight. And, yeah, I'm on Maris money line as well. For Bundesliga, guys, tomorrow take over in Bayer Leverkusen and Frankfurt, over 2.5. Good money there. We get Rod back here. Close things out.
1 second. If not, we'll wrap it up for him. But we want to say goodbye to Rod on our Friday. Thanks everyone in the chat for joining us here this week. Yeah. Great week Great week, Ron, of picks. So
Monday through Friday, you see us here every Monday through Friday. So yeah, there's Rod. He's back. We were just closing it out for you, Rod.
Yep, I think we said what we needed. Oh, all right. Maybe we'll wrap it up for.